GangRadio.com. Take over. Last mission. Final boss mode.
Which brings us to our next topic. Our final topic for tonight is basically, now usually the fight talk would have probably died about now if it was not for the fact that Deontay Wilder went on social media talking some hot mess. Basically, and as we know, he came to the ring in a very elaborate costume, and which he paid a lot of money for, like 40 G's or some shit like that. And
wow.
It was 40 pounds. So apparently the excuse that he was given was the damn costume was so heavy that it affected him. And that's why he lost.
It wore his body down.
Yeah. So you're thinking to myself, like, I mean, what the fuck? Now it's already like, I mean, seemingly like after the fight, I mean, he gave an interview. I mean, he was lucid enough to give a post-fight interview before having to be taken to like a hospital or something like that. And he praised, he gave praises to Fury. Then all of a sudden it's like, oh no, this costume was too big. Like, dog, who says that?
My leg.
Yeah. It's like, I mean, if you're struggling to carry 40 pounds, that says something about your conditioning, bro.
Well, he said he did it for like 30 minutes because he had it on for 15 minutes before the fight in the locker room. Then he had to put it on the helmet later. I'm hearing two different things though. Like when I saw the little part on ESPN with the little segment the loud guy and Max.
Max Kellerman?
First take.
Oh yeah. First take. Stephen A. Yeah.
Oh, Stephen A.
Screaming A. Smith.
I said the loud guy. I mean.
Oh, and the funny thing is too, Stephen A. commented and was actually speaking some goddamn sense. Now, when you have Stephen A. speaking some goddamn sense on a boxing related tip, you fucked up.
Because they were saying he tried it on the night before.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you knew what it was the night before, like, you could have just canceled out on it.
This shit?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, he balling. He got so much money. He turning down 120 mil. He could have still paid the 40 G's for getting it made. That could have been the victory outfit. I mean, shoot, if I would have won, I'm like, man, I'm not gonna fucking waste this outfit. I would have went to the post-fight conference in that shit. Gotta make that shit an event, like. But he didn't.
Yeah.
The Ninja Turtle, beat Shredder in the movie.
Yeah, and it's like, I mean, the reaction was swift. Like, everyone was pretty much like, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, it was like, I mean, it basically, I was just being a sore loser, but there was another perspective in this, that maybe this was just Deontay playing up his heel persona role to get people to actually buy a third fight with Fury.
Nah, fuck out of it. That shit only
I
works.
don't believe that.
That shit only works when you win. Like, now you just sound silly. Right.
Well, I won't say if you win, but if it's at least a fight.
If you have a better showing than that.
That excuse was one of the worst excuses I've ever heard.
So honestly, it's the worst excuse.
No.
I haven't heard a worse excuse.
No, I think the worst excuse I've ever heard is Manny Pacquiao saying that the reason he lost to Eric Morales was because he wore the wrong socks. That is by far, I think, the worst excuse.
But that could actually happen, though. Like,
I mean, boxers are
other shit, you're paying for a fucking costume that's unnecessary as fuck. And then you try it on the night before, then you still put it on and still walk to the ring. Like, bruh, like, that was the most elaborate but basic ass shitty excuse I've ever heard.
Facts.
Like the Manny Pacquiao sock excuse, like, niggas fighting, I'm sure everybody has their little favorite clothes that when they play ball in, or, they lucky trunks or whatever the fuck. Like, Wilder shit, like, really?
Mm-hmm.
The fucking Halloween costume got you to lose.
Right? You know, basically just scapegoating, just trying to see what will actually stick. You know, because nothing stuck on Saturday for him. You know, basically everything that went wrong did go wrong.
And then the whole warrior shit, I'll die in the ring. Like, yeah, you know, if I say I'm gonna take somebody's life, that mean I'm willing to die too, which I feel that's real shit. That's real shit. I feel him on that. But, you know, your trainer can't think that way.
Right, he's not supposed to. You're not paying him to. You're paying him to save you for another day if you get into trouble.
Yeah, so shit no Mark Wheelan just ain't sit right with me, man.
Nah, and I heard sources told me that he's basically done. Like he was already told he's done. Like
and that's the worst thing too. Is Mark Breland basically for doing the right thing is probably gonna lose is probably lost his job for doing the right thing, to saving Deontay from an injury, from a brain injury, from getting dropped, you know, all that stuff.
Because Kenny Bayless looked like he was gonna stop it eventually anyway.
Right.
Because his mind was already.
Nah, yeah, he was looking at him kind of hard, like he was looking at him closely, so you knew it was gonna come eventually.
Yeah, it was coming, like, and then, you know.
And Wilder is lucky that Fury was smothering his own work, or else he would have went out like he wanted to.
But that's the thing. Fury was clocking him with clean, hard shots toward at the end. Like, all the smothering and shit, like, them uppercuts weren't smothered.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah.
Like, there was a lot of shit, like I don't really see it. I didn't see it as Fury smothering, like, because
it kind of looked like it at the end, like a little sloppy at sometimes. Like,
but that's Fury though.
But they were there. Like he was still hitting them, but there was nothing that was like you know, like in Fight Night where you have like the punch where you hold down the R2 button and the haymaker. Like,
and you just brought up a fucking video.
Like,
bro, I mean, smothering is when, like, a guy like Tim Bradley flails on the inside, or Sean Porter, and he's throwing hard overhand rights and hooks, and the punches are landing over the guy, where they're clipping his shoulder, the top of his elbows, like around his back of his arms. Like, all of Fury's punches were landing dead on, like, the front of Wilder for the most part. They were just a old-fashioned, like, beat your body down. It was a 6'9" Holyfield fight, like. and then when he had him on the ropes, Fury was just piecing him up with, like, straight shots, like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
like Wilder, like, shit, like, I mean, if y'all want to see good inside work, you know, y'all gotta watch some Chocolatito fights.
Facts.
Or some Roberto Duran. Like, you don't even have a lot of good, you know, inside fighters now. You know, I'm not saying Fury's the best, but he was damn sure capable.
Right.
Cause damn, like, that shit. Cause the inside fight supposed to damn be grueling and wear you down. It don't always look pretty. And this Tyson Fury we talking about, a guy who uppercutted himself ain't gonna look pretty on the inside.
Facts.
Like, we gotta, you know, lower the bar a little.
You know, and like I say, it's just basically, it's just like, this is all over the place. Wilder's not stopping. He's not, you know, he's doubling down some more on this, and it's really unfortunate that he couldn't give Fury his just due, and even in Fury himself too. I know, I mean, most people are thinking that Fury's gloves are doctored. And
that's the thing now. He's saying that shit. They're saying that shit.
Well, not Wilder, but, you know, other type of things I've heard about this fight. That, you know, if he said that, I'll be like, dog, like, he really does not like this dude.
I guess it's a hard loss to take because Wilder had a lot of dick riders, especially since the Stavern rematch.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's when, you know, the AJ fight and all these bouts and heavyweight supremacy really started growing at that time. Like, the thought.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can't win them all, man. You know.
No, you can't. So I mean, Wilder needs to be more concerned about not fighting Mark Breland, but trying to box, trying to learn how to box, trying to sharpen his skills, the tools that he has left. Because he's 34. 34, I mean, granted, yeah, in heavyweights, I mean, there are some old heavyweights, but you don't want to be an old heavyweight.
But he shouldn't, like, come on, a lot of his fights didn't go that round. He fought subpar competition. Man, realistically, Wilder should have 3 more years at the top level.
Right.
But when you keep a guy on the training wheels for so long, you know, this is type of shit that happens.
Yeah, they can't.
One-dimensional to one fucking punch.
Exactly.
I've never heard of one-dimensional to just a single punch. Some video game shit.
Yeah, not even. It's the same punches, same right hand, not left up, not uppercut, none of that shit.
And the right hand is like one of the easiest punches to read.
It's awful.
Yeah, it's a reason why you don't throw lead right hands unless you're good at it or you got timing down and all that shit.
Right. And then of course Wilder did this part by because he knocked some of these cats brutally out with that right hand, and people are just like, oh nope, I'm good with that. I'm scared of you.
Yeah, dude's a fabrication, like, man. Like, I know no one don't want to come out and say it, but dude was a paper champ on some real shit. I'll go as far as to say that, like, dude was like low key manufactured and just brought along, for this shit.
Right. Yeah. I mean, they basically he was trained, he was played to his strengths, and now that facade is blown up all over his face. Because, like I said before, it used to be people like me and saying that, oh, this Wilder's a one-trick pony, but it's like, oh no, he's not a one-trick pony. Get the fuck out of here. What? You like what? Why are you a race trainer? Are you a coon? All types of wild shit, bro. It was stupid.
Most annoying shit, like, bruh, like, give it a rest, like.
Yeah, and I'm specifically saying, like, dog, this dude needs to box better. Like, he has to fix what he's doing. Oh no!
I don't know what he do in this training camp, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things. But all these fucking excuses is just it's weak.
Like that fucking jab.
Oh
that
man.
Footwork. Like at this level, I'm expecting him to be training with weighted vests on and doing some strength training. It's like if that 40-pound suit really got you like that, then you weak as shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the whole thing when what Kevin Durant couldn't lift like 75 pounds or some shit.
Yeah. Yeah, dude was super weak.
Like, bruh, like, damn, like, I'm like, damn, does Wilder do any training besides, like, maybe spar some stiffs?
Yeah, that's probably about it.
And maybe some mid work. But then, damn, how you could do mids with somebody for so long and you don't make sure they develop any other punch? I mean, are you gonna do mid work and just have somebody work a right hand nonstop?
I just think they probably just spam right hands on the mitts.
And you're doing this every day, like in a training camp?
Yeah.
I mean, I know when I train people, I might have a focus on something, but that's like a once a week type shit. So,
Right.
Imagine going to the gym every day and your trainer's like, okay, we're gonna do that right hand again. I think you could double up on it.
Right, exactly.
6 days out the week.
Oh man,
like that's just ridiculous, man. Like a bunch of fucking clowns in that camp, yo. I'm just disgusted by this nigga and this whole facade, this whole shit. I'm just finally glad everybody's seeing it now.
Yeah, it's I mean, it's clear that Wilder's getting exposed like now because now the facade is blown apart. Everyone knows that he's weak technically. His foundation is not there at all.
Yo, he want that Dylan White work.
Yeah, and then pretty much now a blueprint is now been set from Furious. So basically, it's gonna be interesting to see if what they're gonna do if they get him on the inside. Will Wilder have to take and get him on his back and see what happens?
Shit, his back foot.
Yeah,
that's somebody who need to watch some damn Keith Thurman fights. It's
Yeah,
a Blackfoot boxing king right now. He knows how to win 7 rounds clean. That's all I got to say on that. Like,
right.
a lot
And
of
then-
these dudes, they don't know how to do that shit.
Yeah, and then Wilder certainly doesn't know how to win rounds clean. I mean, he barely
Can't
won
win the minute of a round clean.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely not. He definitely did not win any fucking round clean.
Damn, like, I'm
Yeah.
sounding like Pat with a battery in him now. Like, geez, I don't know. This excuse is just disgusting. Like, it's not only like he had the costume excuse, which is very bad on his own. It's the whole Mark Breland shit.
Yeah.
I hope my leg.
Yeah. Yeah, it's bullshit. It's pure bullshit.
Yeah, like just imagine if a real heavyweight puncher would have put pressure on him.
Yeah, it would have been curtains even faster.
Yeah, like damn, like wow. I just can't get over this, like the fuckery from this fight. Like,
Yeah, you know, it's like I said, it's unfortunate. Like this, what Wilder. You know, if you want people to stop, if you don't want to be a joke. Oh yeah, and also too, yeah, the karma thing, because you know when Joshua lost his belts, this nigga went on Twitter and started, you know, he started talking shit. You know, and meanwhile now the situation's flipped, and now Joshua, all he did was put him in his Instagram stories and said like warrior on it, gladiator. You know, he showed no
then he was shitting on Ruiz too for the rematch.
Exactly.
It's like, dude, you shitting on dudes doing your heavy lifting.
Right.
And that's another thing. It's like, like I'm saying, yeah, people want to see the third fight. At first, I was like, man, you know, if Wilder, you know, he takes it serious, get a new trainer, you know, rededicate himself to the craft. You know, I think people will believe in him and, you know, really want to see a third fight. But now it's like people want to see a third fight just to see this dude get his ass whooped again.
Right.
Hey, if it sells, it sells.
Facts. That's what it is.
They say Fury has to agree to the third fight as well, not just that Wilder could invoke it.
Right. But we'll definitely see how that happens, you know, and then you know, if there's any more fallback, then you know we'll talk about it some more.
Damn, this is gonna be a damn a Wilder segment after every podcast from now on.
Right now,
he stole the damn Caleb Plant segment.
You know what I'm saying? This segment, Wildin. That's pretty much what it is.
Wilder's wilding.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Oh, classic. That's classic.
But yeah. So yeah, we'll see how far this goes. You know, this particular thing in social media goes, and then hopefully that maybe the rightful eye that the interest to the Jesse Vargas Mikey Garcia card comes back by at least near the end of the week.
And then Canelo could also focus on getting an actual opponent for his next fight.
Facts.
And we ain't forget about that.
Super facts.
The whole world stopped because of Wilder's nonsense. Everybody, like, I mean, you know that one guy that hits the speed bag in the gym nonstop.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, like when this, like nigga, I'm talking, like when you going, like he even stopped. It's crazy. So yeah, it's hopefully back to our regular scheduled program.
Yeah, for sure, though. Yeah, and then like I said, hopefully we won't have to utter Deontay Wilder for a long period of time.
Yeah. Hopefully the next time we utter his name, it's he's got he's just joined the training camp for Teddy Atlas or Freddie Roach, Sanchez Garcia, anybody.
Oh man, but yeah.
Okay. I can deal with that Wilder news.
But so yeah, that was our second and final topic of the night. So we've come to the end of our podcast. LB, do you have any final thoughts?
Ring Gang forever. RingGangRadio.com. Y'all check out that Ring Gang Combat
Word
video. Shout out to Prolific Ring Gang TV in the house.
Word.
Y'all check that out. You know, got the little Mortal Kombat vibe, video game shit.
Hey,
With the fade, you're gonna probably have another one coming out for y'all soon, but we'll see. But just subscribe to the YouTube, all of that. Especially the Podomatic fans, because I know y'all out there downloading episodes, but you gotta hit up the website and the YouTube as well, because I know the podcast is heat, but you're only getting the podcast when you go to Podomatic. So
facts.
Y'all hit us up, man. We too multi-dimensional,
Yeah.
The whole team of us, there's 8 of us, you know what I mean? So
Yeah, like I said, when you hear our stuff, man, you listen, you like, you subscribe, all that shit.
yeah. As
We give you that John Bliss shit that you want and need.
yes, sir. So when y'all see the links and shit, y'all retweet them, y'all share it. Stop making us your own little personal secret of happiness for boxing,
right?
And we the podcast that you don't brag about and shit, because the numbers are there. Somebody's listening.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Everybody mentions all these podcasts. I don't hear Ring Gang name, but I'm like, oh damn, hold on.
Right. No, but you definitely see you see our influence though when stuff gets borrowed, quote unquote.
So we know it's there. You know what I mean? Like I said, we read all the mailbags and articles and comments and shit. You know what I mean that be circulating the boxing web, and I know when certain things come from us that end up that y'all be asking Breadman or Fisher or one of these boxing niggas about. I'm like, we just talked about that shit word for word,
Word.
Let's say Ring Gang sent you, damn. And we talk about oh man, yo, they got some real good sandwiches down the street. Nah, just tell me the name of the place. Hey, shit, but yeah, man, Ring Gang forever, ringgangradio.com. Shuttleworth, the Soul Wars, I mean, you know how it go.
That's what it is, man. AOP, do you have any final thoughts?
I sent him in everything LB said. Ring Gang forever. Forever, ever? Forever, ever? Forever, ever? Yeah. We ain't going nowhere. Nowhere.
No talk.
We can't be stopped now. Because it's Ring Gang for life.
Hey. That's what it is.
For life.
Oh man, yeah, that's a perfect way to end that in that whole thing. And then myself, obviously follow Ring Gang, and any of our platforms. And it's always listen, like, comment, subscribe. You won't be disappointed. So yes, I'm talking to you. The two issues that way. So yeah, and then also too, like I said, stop talking about Wilder. Talk more about Mikey Garcia, Jesse Vargas.
Thank you. Amen, bro.
Yeah, they're fighting on there too. They're fighting this weekend, and Wilder and Fury are not fighting again next weekend. So,
ain't Virgil Ortiz fighting this week too?
I don't think so.
Oh, that's next week.
Yeah, it's next week. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So the Zone Garcia card. Yeah, give Wilder a couple more days before you hear another excuse. We talked about these excuses enough. Another one's coming next week, I bet. So
Yeah, we just have to make
let it breathe.
So yeah, this has been, as always, another wonderful podcast of Real Talk, where as always, if shit's real, we talk about it. So for myself, Pat Scoper, the New England representative, for LB Shuttleworth, the God Goat artist, for King P, Bodega P, we'll see you until next time when we're recapping stuff for this coming weekend. So yeah, peace.